Hey, loves, it's me, Brandy. I got on here and I had like a couple of things that I wanted to say. And then I turned around, I went to go get some water. I came back, I was like, ooh, girl, you gotta start writing stuff down. But I know that what I want to talk about has to do with manifestation. Um, I've noticed, I went through this big shift some years ago. Another thing I want to talk about, and maybe not on this one, maybe I will, maybe I won't, is if when and if you were sent it, did you accept your gifts or did you just go through that whole period where it was like uh all of these bad accidents just kept happening until you just they just either stopped or you got in a bad accident or you know I yeah, that's a whole different one. So let's get back to manifestation. So I have noticed that for some odd reason I manifest very, very quickly, but it'd be like the oddest things, like, don't judge me. But I have this thing for tall men with like that I'm not saying that I just like big men. And it's just like I'm not talking fat, I'm talking like a waist that's not uber skinny, like some men who are doing like the athletic thing and they're training for like I don't like overly muscular men, but I'm not necessarily talking about a man that's fat or overweight, just he not missing no meals. So I'm a bus driver and I have all of these things coming to my mind all the time, but I'm always out, I'm always about, I'm driving around my city and I'm like, I'm noticing a lot of people men who don't fit the description of what I'm looking for, right? So for some reason, whenever I do that, I keep immediately like three men that fit that description always just pop up out of nowhere. Like, you mean like this? And I do mean like that, but you mean like this? But I also have noticed that there's a whole flip side to it. You can literally, a person who manifests things quickly need to be within a certain mind frame, need to understand that, you have that whole, I want to say abracadabra. I just heard another YouTube, um, another YouTube person. She was talking about it. Her name is Truly Divinely Sent Seer. I think that's what it's called. Truly Divinely Sent Seer. And she was talking about abracadabra and she looks it up and she says what it means. And I'm like, that's, that's really totally, completely, exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Let me look it up real quick and tell you exactly what abracadabra means because most people don't realize this, but it means something to the extent of I say it and so it is. Something like that. Hold on, let me look it up. Abra, abracadabra. Mm, no, that's not what it is. So I'm looking for it. Yeah, but basically, it's what it is that I said. It means um, it's talking about incantation, blah, blah, blah. But the literal meaning of it is I create as I speak. Okay? I don't have to speak it, I can think it. But the problem with that is that you have to understand your own gift. And just as quickly as you can, very, very quickly, instantaneously at times, manifest something that truly, truly is, just piques your interest, you can manifest an ailment. Okay, you don't want to be sick. So you don't want to, it's so hard because I find that not that I want to lie about something, but I can't quite fabricate it because if I'm sick, I'm sick. And I just say, look, I don't feel good, I'm sick. But if I'm not sick, I can't do the, well, I feel a sick day coming on because I will be sick. I will be so sick. And it's like, hold up. It's as if my higher self was like, well, since you wanted a sick day, then take a sick day, but you're going to be sick. I woke up yesterday evening 'cause I was pretty much up all night and I went to sleep late morning and I woke up because I had a class online and before that I remember thinking something to the effect of, at least I don't have pink eye. It could be worse, it could be pink eye. And I lied to you not, I woke up grimy eyes all pink and crusted over. I was like, so now I gotta go to the urgent care. And I'm like, because I can't go to work with pink eye. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I don't know if other people have this issue. I'm sure there are other people who are manifesting on the level that I'm manifesting. So at the same time, understand that we've always been able to manifest. It's not always instant for people. For me, for the most part, it's instant. So I go out of my way to try not to manifest too many things because think about it this way. So I'm watching Khan versus what was it? Godzilla, right? And just imagine the type of things that I could actually possibly manifest if I watched like the craziest, scariest movies. And it scared me. Or, um, I mean, it's crazy enough. I'm not gonna say it's bad enough. It's crazy in its own sense that I already have abilities where I see stuff in advance. Sometimes I see stuff from the past. Sometimes I see stuff that's happening right then. I remember one day I'm asleep. Cause I'm be honest with you, your girl don't like being up before 11:30 a.m. My natural clock is 11:30 a.m. I don't want to talk to you really before 11:30 a.m. And guess how hostile I am about that? I mean on any any time zone, okay? Whatever time zone you're on, if it's 11:29 a.m., I don't want to talk to you until 11:30. It's that bad. But so I'm asleep, I'm having this dream, and I dream that I see a car, and the car is on some kind of bridge, and I see it fall over, like just tumble over the side of the bridge, and it lands on its roof. And I wake up like it. I immediately wake up and I'm like, what in the? Because this dream was so vivid that all I could do is be like, maybe I'm gonna look this up. So I found it like 15 minutes later. It happened while I was asleep. And like I said, I saw a car fall off a bridge and land under the bridge on its roof. And that day, a car in Orlando fell off an overpass that was over top of another overpass, and it landed on its roof on the overpass that was under. Yeah. So when you have dreams like that and you see things like that, and then all of a sudden you're like, uh, well, I want mangoes. I hate mangoes, by the way. They are so disgusting. But like, so I'm saying I want mangoes, and all of a sudden somebody comes past me like, oh, I got these mangoes. I got like three of them, so I have extra. Do you want one? That's how it goes for me. That's exactly how it goes. So paying attention to what it is that I say, making sure that I don't make me sick in the process. I claim no ailments. I claim none. Okay? I will probably never claim any ailments because I just can't. Do you do you understand how we honest to goodness speak and think things into existence? And these be like little idle things. If I'm capable of doing that to myself, what would I do to someone else? And on top of that, it took me a long time to realize that no, that's me. That's me doing that because I see strange things. I see happy things. I see, in advance. And it's like, is this a premonition or is this actually something that's happening? Like, did I just make this happen? It's so crazy. I don't It's so crazy. But like I said, I know I am not the only one. I know I'm not. I see people, I've been watching people speak things into fruition since I was a little kid. I have somebody that I grew up around who, this is probably one of the reasons why I pay attention to what it is that I say. Because she will speak a negative thing into existence so hard and so fast, you'll be like, why would you do this to me? Why would you be this cruel? Why would you be so cruel as to do this to me? And she'll tell it to you exactly the way it happened, like, oh well, and then walk away. And then it happens, and you're looking like, I need to stay away from this person. So, yeah, I've been watching these things happen, but as I got older, I noticed that I manifest stuff really, really quickly. And the only reason that I know that the person that I was talking about before, that is her doing the manifesting and not me manifesting what it is that she's saying, is because someone else used to say the same thing about her. It was like, don't let her say anything about you. And I just used to be like, oh, it's, oh, but yeah. And I've known this person since I was a little kid. And since I was a little kid, this person has always done this. And I just wasn't the only person who noticed it. It's just that I didn't speak on it first. Anywho, manifestation could be a good thing, but it also could be a not so good thing. And so you got to use your discernment, I guess. I'm assuming that, most people are capable of doing it. That don't mean they do it, but they are capable of doing it. My mother used to say, "Do you ever think about what you say before you say it?" I guess that was a very good thing that she had me do, although it seemed like it was pretty cruel when I was little. And I had like very bad headaches because apparently I'm supposed to speak on some stuff, and I was speaking on everything. And that wasn't going over so good in my mama's house. But as soon as I stopped not uh as soon as I stopped myself from not speaking about what was going on in my head, my headaches, they got much better. It was crazy. As a matter of fact, they got a lot better for the most part because I had headaches since I was like two, 2 years old. Can you imagine a 2-year-old kid with migraines? That was terrible. But one day I just decided that I was going to be me and I was going to let the psychic part of me flow through, and the headaches went away. So there's that. Anyway, that's it, guys. Like, share, subscribe. I had to remember to say that because I, it's just not in me to say that yet. But like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.